Hey everyone, and welcome back. If you've been thinking about making a move down under, well, you're going to want to pay attention to this.
Yeah, buckle up because we're diving deep into some major changes.
Big changes coming to Australia's skilled visa program, and we've got the inside scoop straight from the source.
That's right, an official announcement about a brand new system.
And you know we love to break it all down for you, so let's get right to it.
Absolutely, let's jump in.
So the big headline here, Australia is completely overhauling its skilled visa system.
Yeah, they're calling it the Skills and Demand Visa, and it's a pretty big departure from what they've had in place before.
This is replacing all those really complicated visa subclasses they had before.
Right. It seems like they're really trying to streamline the process, make it a bit easier for skilled workers from around the world to
To actually figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Because the old system, well, it was a bit of a maze, to put it mildly.
And this all kicks in on December 7th, 2024. So mark your calendars, folks.
Now, a huge part of this new system is something called the Core Skills Occupation List, or CSOL for short.
Yeah, the CSOL, that's what really caught my eye. This list is basically the heart of the new system.
Yeah.
It's got 456 occupations on it.
456.
And these are the occupations that Australia is saying, hey, we need these skills. Come on down.
It's like a golden ticket.
It really is.
If your occupation's on that list, you've got a much clearer path to not only working temporarily in Australia,
But
even potentially getting permanent residency, which is a pretty big deal.
yeah, that's huge. Now, the really interesting thing here is that this CSOL, it's not just some arbitrary list that they threw together.
Yeah,
You know?
it's very much data-driven.
Yeah, like they actually used labor market analysis from Jobs and Skills Australia, or JSA.
And they've even taken into account feedback from different industry stakeholders to really try to fine-tune this list and make sure it accurately reflects.
The actual needs of the Australian economy.
Precisely.
Okay, so we've got this shorter list, more targeted approach. Does this mean that Australia is closing its doors to skilled workers?
Not at all. It's more about laser focus. They're prioritizing the skills that are in high demand right now.
Okay, so it's less about shutting people out, more about making sure they're attracting the right people to fill the gaps they have.
Exactly. And for those individuals whose skills are on that list, it could actually make the process much faster and much simpler.
So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but how does it actually affect me? Where does the CSOL actually fit into all of this?
Well, it's the key to two major visa pathways.
Okay, lay it on me.
First, you've got the core skills stream of the new Skills and Demand Visa, which, by the way, this is the one replacing the old subclass 482 visa.
Right, the one we all know and love.
Exactly. And then for those who are thinking long-term and aiming for permanent residency, the CSL also affects the direct entry stream of the Employer Nomination Scheme, or subclass 186 for those in the know.
So whether you're looking for temporary or permanent residency, this list is basically your roadmap to figuring out if Australia is looking for your specific skills.
That's the gist of it.
You know what I found interesting? I was looking through the list, and they have some really niche roles on there,
Oh, absolutely.
like really specific things that you wouldn't necessarily think of.
Yeah.
It shows that they're really trying to think outside the box and find talent in all sorts of different areas.
They're looking for a diverse range of expertise, for sure.
So, for instance, if you're a software developer, well, you're in luck because those skills are in high demand down under. And this new system could make it way easier for you
Yeah, the tech industry in particular is one they're really focusing on.
to pack your bags and head to Australia.
Compared to the old system, which, let's be honest, was notoriously complex, this streamlined approach could be a game changer for a lot of people.
And there's one more little nugget of information tucked away in this announcement.
Oh, yes, the little teaser at the end.
They mentioned something called a National Innovation Visa, and they said more details are coming on December 7th as well.
That's definitely one to keep our eyes peeled for. It seems like Australia is really pulling out all the stops to attract global talent. And they're not just streamlining the process.
Right.
They're really targeting specific skills based on real-world data.
So Australia is really upping their game in the global talent competition. But this leads to a bigger question for everyone listening.
What are the wider implications of these changes? How will this impact global workforce trends? And will other countries feel the pressure to respond and maybe even revamp their own immigration policies to stay competitive?
It's a fascinating development, and we'll be right here keeping you updated as more details emerge about these new visa programs.
So stay tuned.
Until next time.
See ya.